That one's really good for muscles, like really good, especially now that we're going into wintertime and the weather, it's pretty much leveled out to just cold now.
Oof, gosh. You know what's the worst is a lot of people, like I myself, have broken a lot of bones or had a lot of strains, and the winter brings all of those aches out. You think that you've healed when you're younger, and then the older you get, you're like, oh, aches and pains, and you're like, rubs, and oh gosh, it just feels so much better putting some kind of rub on it.
You're not even out of your 20s yet.
I know, I'm not even, it's, but I'm almost there. We don't want to talk about age.
So I haven't actually broke any bones specifically, but I have had some strains and some weird injuries. This I actually really like for right here. When coming from the dental industry, you hold a lot of small tools, and when I was actually in the field, my hands would cramp up all the time, and you kind of get this little like claw hand, like arthritis hand.
It's, I know exactly what you're talking about, because I get it working at Starbucks from picking up the cups, and yeah, it's
constant.
Literally right here. It's this motion.
And then even down into here, and
It hurts so
I think
bad.
at one point in time I may have accidentally hit something and hurt this bone. So I know that that works really well for stuff like that. It's just a really quick roll on. Smells like ginger snaps. It's chamomile and ginger actually, and
Yes.
it's like she said, it won't get you high.
So this one here is a topical oil. It has a roll-on ball, so you will roll it on versus rubbing it on or patching, things like that. THCA, so it's raw THC, works really well.
Good anti-inflammatory too.
Very good inflammatory, yeah. A lot of the like raw cannabinoids are really great on for anti-inflammatory. That's a really good one. This one here is a tincture. This one here is, like I said, non-psychoactive, just like CBD, but is the raw cannabinoid of CBD.
CBDA, I believe, is actually one of the things that we were just talking about, is coming out with new studies where it's actually one of the main things in the cannabis plant that has had them
So here,
5-HT receptor, and it enhances serotonin by producing 5-HT.
Serotonin's a good one. I know, you know what, that's so funny. I was just gonna say, yeah, so it fights depression a lot, where that 5-HTP really comes in.
So that would
Handy.
be really, really good to use with the nanos actually, because the THC one, they don't have a ratio one that doesn't have the CBD in the 5-HTP. Like, I just want THC and 5-HTP. I want to be really happy, like I'm on like literal cloud 9. So I think I'm gonna try that. That's an experimentation.
It says CBDA has a greater bioavailability, so the body can metabolize and compound the compound with less effort and less time. So yeah, so the CBDA here is gonna work really well. You're gonna feel the effects of it really fast. But because it is non-psychoactive, you won't get high. So the effects won't be the same as smoking a joint or smoking flower or eating an edible that has THC in it. This is gonna be one of those silent but deadly effects here. It's gonna be something that the more you use it over time, the less you're just gonna feel, achy, and you're gonna be more happy, obviously, from that 5-HTP. So that's a really good one.
There's actually some research done with CBD as far back as CBDA as far back as 2008. In September of 2008, there was a study that examined CBDA's potential for anti-inflammatory properties through its selective inhibition of the CO2 enzyme, COX2 enzyme. In 2012, a study researched CBDA as a possible anti-cancer agent. And in January 2017, a study suggested CBDA may have application in the treatment of aggressive breast cancer.
Oof, so that's a really good one. Cancer.
Probably because it promotes the 5-HTP 5-HT receptors, and it like just ups your body's natural chemicals to fight off things like that and to keep things from mutating.
Yep.
So another thing that we actually have on the counter is the therapy tinctures. These ones are actually terpene based. They made these to be a little more effect driven and to be able to go into like drinks and food a little bit more, so they don't have a normal tincture taste to them. So I don't know, go ahead and come on in, try them out. This one is Therapy Relieving Calming. It's 60 milligrams of CBD to 300 milligrams of THC, and it is running,
I'm going to say $60.
La Vida Verde. We've got sativa drops, sativa tinctures right now. It's called Revive. La Vida Verde is actually coming back on the shelves with the indica tincture and a CBD 1-to-1 as well.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, these guys are both a really great company. The Therapy here, I really like that one because of the high THC in it. Like you said, sometimes you get ones that like don't have enough THC to where like you can feel it.
Right.
And then at other times it's like too much
60.
CBD. You know, it's a good combination on that one.
So it is 60.
Ooh, perfect. 60 on that one.
So this one's going to actually be a, 1 to 4, 1 to 3?
What do we say?
It's 60 milligrams to 300 milligrams, so it's gonna be 1 to like 4.5.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and it's going, like I said, it's going to not taste like your normal tinctures. The other one that's on the counter is the Cylon. That one should taste a little citrusy. It's gonna have a little more of the citrus effect going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we also have some new 1/2 gram live resins. I have a cherry AK right here.
Ooh, nice. I was just, you know, that dab wasn't enough for me. Cherry AK.
So this is going to be a very actual strain-specific live resin.
Wow.
$40 for the 1/2 gram.
I like that.
Nice clean hit. Those of you who really like raw garden are really gonna like this as well. It's not as flavorful as the raw garden.
Well, Raw Garden is a very terpy, flavorful brand itself, no matter what you get in them, whether it be their sauce or their cartridge.
Yeah, their sauces are really good. Still on the shelf, $45 for the gram, and the cart should be coming back, I think, next week or so.
Yes.